Greetings, my lovely cats. This is going to be a very easy and fast guide, and we'll upload two videos. This video is going to be the small guide, and another video that is going to follow up with this video that shows you our last battle. We have won our first castle battle versus the rank 1 alliance. We are the WOT Alliance, and we are fighting our friends. They are the rank 1 alliance in here, but we ended up winning. This is not to discuss the strategies or anything about the battle. This is just a general guide to explain to you how to play the event. If you like this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it supports my channel. So let's go ahead and discuss a couple of things that you might be asking. When does the King Castle event happens? It's around 54 days of your server. That's for the first battle. Then after that, it's going to be every 18 days. Because there is a defense phase. This defense phase is going to last 18 days. I think this is only related to the first castle, and then it's going to rotate between KVK, which is state versus state, and your own castle battle. There will be like 18 days for the first battle, and then another 18 days that is going to be related to KVK. It depends really on how the game wants to do it, but this is in general how it works. Okay, and if you want to know when King's Castle is gonna be unlocked, you can just like minimize the map and in your own server, and then you will find it out here. You can click at it, and then it's going to show that the King's Castle is being protected by rebels, and it's going to be unlocked in a specific amount of days. This is as initially this is what happens, and there is some information you should be aware of, that this zone is called the Forbidden Zone. The Forbidden Zone is the zone that is literally touching the castle itself. Now, if you try to teleport into these areas, here is what is going to happen. An unknown threat will force our city randomly to teleport and remove our shields in 16 days, 18 hours, 39 minutes, which is exactly 2 hours before the shield of King's Castle gets removed. So technically you cannot teleport early on the castle. You have to wait for some time. You can teleport there around half an hour, between 1 hour and half an hour, I believe, before the King's Castle battle starts. If you decided to teleport before that, the game is automatically going to force you and teleport you outside of this zone. Once this is done, once you have already finished up the time and duration, the King's Castle shield is going to be removed, and you can fight and contest between your own state. We are not going to talk about KVK in this video. We are only talking about your internal castle war fights. So you have this 16 days, in which after this 16 days or 18 days in general, it depends really on your state. If your kingdom, according to the system, is developed fair enough, then you will be introduced into something called a KVK, which is Kingdom of Power, which means you are going to face another enemy outside your state. If it's not developed enough and you are out of the matchmaking, then you are going to have another battle that is called another King's Battle, Castle Wars, whatever you want to call it, between your alliances, your internal alliances. So here is some information again that you might be asking about. When you join these battles, you are only allowed to be inside one structure. So if you attack the turret, you cannot go inside the building. And if you went inside one turret, you cannot go inside any other buildings. The same for the King's Castle itself. If you fought in the King's Castle, you are only allowed one march inside. And if you are a defender, you can refresh your own marches by sending a march back again. But that's it. But while you are attacking on a rally, let's assume you just made a rally and you are attacking, you are not allowed to send any marches into the King's Castle. You have to keep this in mind. Another thing when it comes to these turrets is freaking harmful. Like, if you click at the turret details, you will see the following, that each single attack from these turrets are going to take away 2% from the entire troops that is inside the castle itself. For example, you have 100k, you're going to lose this 2% of them every time this turret hits. And the problem with this turret hits is if it is hitting the same alliance inside, by the way, it cannot hit your alliance. So if you are controlling a turret and controlling the castle, it's going to be shut off. It's not going to hit anything. But the problem is if it is going to hit some alliance inside the castle itself, then every single time this turret is going to hit, the timer is going to be reduced even further until it becomes 1 minute, and it's really going to really fucking hurt you so much if the enemy is controlling too many turrets. Sometimes you might not even be able to out heal the damage from just turrets if the enemy is controlling more than 2, because again it's going to be 8% loses, since every turret is 2%, is going to be 8% loses inside the castle every single minute if you did not reset the turret, which is why one of the other tactics that people use is pull out a strong guy, a whale or something, and reset these towers so it goes back again to 3-4 minutes, so it doesn't hurt you as much as possible. If you are looking for Kingshott cheaper bundles, you can always use Sky Castle. It existed for 12 years, has more than 3,000 customers, and saved me thousands of dollars. Check the link below. There is a general rule if you just want to win the castle wars. The condition is very simple. You either need to be inside the castle itself for 3 hours consistently without any disturbance, without getting kicked, because it requires you 3 hours continuously without being kicked at all by anybody. Even if you're left yourself, you're gonna lose the timer. Timer is gonna reset back, or you need to be the alliance with the highest total occupation time. So let's assume multiple alliances are fighting for the castle. Whoever is going to get the highest amount of total occupation within those 6 hours, 6 hours is the maximum time for the event. By the end of the event, the game is going to see if your alliance is rank 1 on the timer or not. If you are rank 1, even by a minute, the game is going to consider you the winner and you're going to be given the king. Now you might ask me, how can I earn points? You can literally earn points if you participated on anything related into wounding or killing on any of the castle structures. There are turrets and there are castles. Any battles that happens there that you exist on it, it's gonna give you points. And based off how many troops and your own troop tiers is inside, because your power there, your troops power tiers determines alongside the kills that you have scored will determine how much score you are going to get. At the same time, if you are just on the turret every single time the turret is killing troops inside the castle itself, a percentage of the kill is going to be rewarded to you as point. Now people would say, okay, Wales are going to conquer and get the ranks 1. Yes, that's possible, but if you want to get ranking 2, you can even rally and attack anybody and just use micro healing, because in this mode it's impossible for you to survive and it's impossible for you to sustain the amount of wounds that you are going to have. If you don't use these, good luck, it's gonna be death. Now another question is, if you attacked castle structures during the castles, are you going to get loses? The answer is no. The only time you are going to get loses if your infamy, or whatever you want to call it, your hospital is full. For example, my hospital, because I was stupid, did not pay attention, it was full. So I have lost troops. The loss rate here is not really massive, it still hurts. Like you lose 30% of your troops only. So if you lose like 100k, if you have a 100k death, you're going to lose 30k of them, and 70k is gonna go into the enlistment office, in which you can recover and enlist, which follows the loyalty recovery rating, which of course explained by itself here. Loyalty reflects public opinion, blah 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 blah. You know, I will have a different video for it. Of course, you can take some of your troop, and then you have to enlist the remaining troop based off your loyalty points. If you don't have loyalty points, you have to wait until the loyalty points recover so you can get back your troops. For the rewards, all the rewards, as soon as you reach the milestone of that reward, is gonna be given to you. Like, let me see. This is rank 1 reward, and every single time you reach out a milestone, you're gonna get the rewards directly. Here it is. I have here. As soon as I reach you, fall bravely, blah blah blah. Rewards is given to you. This is even before the event is over. Like during the event, as soon as you score your personal milestones in the score, you're gonna get all of them. It is not only 1 point. Like sometimes in the events, it says if you get 100k, you're gonna get that. If you get 200k, you're gonna get that. No, in here, every single time you pass a milestone, the rewards is gonna be given to you. Let's say if the reward is at 1 billion, but there is a milestones at 900, 800, 700, you're gonna get all of these rewards as soon as you reach the milestone. And this is fucking great, by the way. It's super good in points, super good in rewards. Even for a free-to-play player, it is completely possible for you to obtain all of these. So yeah, I would always join it, whether I'm free-to-play or low spender. It doesn't matter. It is really so nice, and I believe it's very nice because the event takes more than 2 weeks anyway, every single time you want to go into Castle Wars. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you like my content. If you like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you soon. The other video which I'm gonna post is gonna be my own castle battle and how we did it. You can watch it. Have a great day.
In a city full of chaos and a tangled web of streets lives a furry feline king, the coolest cat you'll ever meet. He's got muscles like a lion, strut that's straight and mean, with a swagger and a purr that makes the ladies scream. He's Catzilla, the beast of the block. When he rolls up, the whole dress rocks. He's got that charm, yeah, he's got